Can you smell that in the air, folks? Football is back. Friday night lights have returned here at Delaware Live Sports. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, for Delaware Live Sports presentation of Delaware High School football here live at Middletown High School. We got a top 5 matchup between the visiting 1-0 Sussex Central Golden Knights at number 4 in our top 10 or Super 7 rankings, and the host school, the Middletown Cavaliers, coming in with a 1-0 record after a big-time victory over an out-of-state opponent in Urbana last week. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick Ariani's here tonight with you, and my man Craig coming in here to do the color with us today. Craig, how are we feeling tonight?
Feeling real good. You couldn't have said it better. It's just that feeling in the air that football is back.
Absolutely. It's a little bit hot here. It almost is like August and September decided to switch places. So still a little bit, hot out there today. But we got ourselves a good one here in our Week 1 matchup. Really Week 2 for both of these teams between Middletown and Sussex Central. We will start with the Sussex Central Golden Knights. They're coming off an in-state victory over Laurel, who bumped up into Class 2A. It was 36-21, and really it starts and ends with the run game. It's a wing T offense here, Craig, and taking a look, they're pretty evenly split across the board with who gets the ball and who makes plays for this group.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, you couldn't have said it better. They are pretty much split. Now, Sturgis got most of the carries last week, 13 carries for 74 yards, but actually more yards came from Bell, who had 10 carries for 94 yards and a touchdown. So really, they spread the ball around. They can all do damage. It's really pick your poison with them.
Absolutely. Now, it's going to be a down team because the leading rusher last week, you had mentioned him, Malik Bell, unfortunately was injured in that game. He is in an arm sling and not playing here tonight, so that's something to keep an eye on. He, of course, as Craig alluded to, 94 yards and a touchdown last week. You're looking around the group on defense. This is where they truly can get after him. Craig, they've got a lot of great guys on this defense. 3 guys totaling over 10 tackles, a few more with 9, and some turnovers forced.
Yeah, Harmon last week. I'm sorry, that is more last week with a fumble recovery and a forced fumble. And then Sturgis on the other side of the ball with an interception and a fumble recovery, and Cannon with a sack. So their defense is nothing to sneeze at. They're going to make some hay.
Absolutely. And as you alluded to, Cannon, 12 tackles. He was one of those through. You talked about Moore Burdell. He was 12 tackles, as well as number 18, Justin Negron, with 10 tackles as well. So it's a group that's coming off here trying to potentially slay the giant here. Middletown's been the class of the division the last few years, Craig, and it seems like a completely reloaded team this year. They lost some talent. They've also returned a lot, and they've brought some in. Last week, a huge 41-14 victory over Urbana of Maryland, and they really got after it through the air in that one. Austin Troyer, listen to these stats, Craig, 21 of 30, 411 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And he split it amongst the group there, spreading the ball. 4 different guys scored touchdowns through the air with this team.
Yeah, even Cunningham throwing a touchdown last week. So they made all their damage through the air, and I doubt we'll see anything different tonight.
Ronell Davis, who's the JMU commit, 7 catches, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. Priestley, who seems to be the slot guy that really gets the job done, 4 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. B.J. Carrott, one of the tremendous sophomores. We'll talk more about the youngsters here. He had 89 yards receiving and the touchdown as well. On the ground, these are 2 more sophomores. Both these young men can really get the job done.
Yeah, Amari Glover, 9 rushes for 94 yards, averaging 10 yards a clip, which is incredible. Makai Walker, also 9 rushes for 36 yards while averaging 4 a clip, and even a rush by Tucker Dashel for 25 yards. So we talk about them through the air, but they're going to do some damage on the ground as well.
Yeah, pretty evenly dispersed there. I mean, you had 30 pass attempts. You had almost a little bit over 20 rush attempts. That's pretty good split. And this Middletown group's got talent up and down the field. Ronell Davis, who was primarily a safety cornerback last year, he's now playing offense. He's a JMU commit, so he's going to a very elite program that's taken that jump into high D1. Tristan Graham, he's a Syracuse commit on that defense as well. He'll get after it. Among others, B.J. Garrett was one of those tremendous sophomores we talked about. 5 scholarship offers already,
Wow.
including from West Virginia, Pitt, and Syracuse. Amari Glover, who you alluded to earlier, Craig, he's got 2 scholarship offers as well, one coming from Syracuse. And then, of course, Troyer Priestley, Avion, and Kendre Matthews, who have transferred over from Seaford, both getting interest, as well as Dorian Rutledge. And it's a proud program. A lot of notable guys playing Division I right now. Braden Davis up there at Syracuse, Tomi Durajaye, who's over at West Virginia as well, Cody Harris at Army, Mikey Pearson at Navy, a little bit of a rivalry there, Anwar O'Neill at Delaware, amongst some other guys. So they've been the class of the division. They got a lot of talent out there on the field, and this should be a good one, Craig.
Yeah, Middletown, they are always retooling and never rebuilding.
Absolutely. And taking a look down at the field, the captains are going to get the official rules as well as the coin toss. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll let you know who won the toss, who will be receiving, and get you to opening kickoff right here on Delaware Live Sports.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong.
Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We loved it.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Eggspectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier?
back in, folks. Delaware Live Sports presentation of Delaware High School football. We got ourselves Class A action here between the number 4 team in our Super Sevens, the Sussex Central Golden Knights, and the number 1 Middletown Cavaliers. Sussex Central set to receive the opening kickoff, and Middletown will kick this one away. Back deep for the Golden Knights, set to receive number 6, Jawan Sturgis. Craig, as you alluded to, dangerous player back there, number 6 in white.
Absolutely. Let's see what he does if he gets the ball in his hands on this kickoff.
William Harmon also back there, number 7, as well as number 23, Sam Pucci. On to kick for Middletown is Austin Ham. As we're about ready to go, Friday Night Lights here. Craig, how excited can it get?
I love it. I love it.
Fans rise as they're set to go here for the kickoff. The cowbells are rolling. Ham kicks this one off. It's a deep one coming up, and it's bounced off of him. This is a loose ball. Who's going to fall on it? Inside the 20, and that's picked up by Middletown. How about this start for the Cavaliers? Hopping on it is the sophomore Samir Queen. That ball was all over the place, Craig.
Wow, it was just bouncing around like a hot potato. That couldn't have been a worse start for Central. Wow.
Sturgis came up, tried to field it. That kick looked like it got into his shoulder pads, and then it just was bouncing around all over the place. Could not ask for better field position. Austin Troyer in this potent Middletown offense.
Yeah, they're going to have a short field to work with. I'll tell you what, nerves on display to start in this big Delaware football matchup.
Spreading it out, you got trips to the far side. Ronell Davis, the lone receiver, to the near side. Glover is in the backfield. Troyer, fresh off a 400-yard passing day. He goes right to Priestley. He goes inside the 10-yard line. It's a nice first play of the drive here. That could be first down yardage. I believe it will be.
A good, clean RPO play to get Troyer into a rhythm.
That should be first and goal here for the Cavs. As we said, Troyer coming off a 400-plus yard day and included 5 touchdown passes. Trips to the near side here. Troyer will drop back. He's going to throw to the bunch, and it is incomplete. Looked like he was intended for Davis. Ronell now getting some burn on the offensive side of the ball. Last year we saw him exclusively on defense. He's his second year here at Middletown, senior. As we said, committed to James Madison. There's 2 Knight brothers up there from Smyrna.
That's pretty cool. Imagine playing with your brother.
Delaware connection, man, yeah. Troyer goes right to Priestley. It's open again. Touchdown, Middletown. That was quick.
Wide open was Priestley on the exact same play we saw on the first play of the game.
Look at that. The lights went out on that.
I know. Caught me off guard a little bit there.
And I don't know if that's part of the celebration here or what. I think it might be.
Yeah, it's just not dark enough yet.
But there he is, Matt Priestley. We talked about that young man. He's been doing it for a long time here. Troyer found him. A little bit of confusion there from the Sussex Central defense. And an early strike here for Middletown.
Yeah, he just sat down on a short hook, wide open.
Looks like there's whistles here. Looks like that's a uniform malfunction for Tristan Graham. Ham set the kick. I think he had the jersey tucked in the back plate, which, you know, they can be sticklers for that. Ham's extra point is up, and it's good. 7-0 early here in Middletown on front. Before we could catch our breath, Craig, they get a touchdown on board.
We barely sat down, and Middletown is in the end zone.
Unbelievable there. Special teams making a factor. Last night we did a game. It was Caravel-Hodson. Great game, a competitive game. Caravel pulled away, got a victory 28-13 with a touchdown late in that one. But special teams played a huge part in that game as well. 3 punt returns for the touchdown between the 2 teams. And right here, right off the jump, special teams making a play. Maybe we're starting a trend.
It's the part of football that everyone always forgets. There are offense, defense, and special teams, which can be just as important, if not more important, than some of those other facets of the game.
Absolutely. It could definitely be the difference maker. And so far, it has been less than a minute into this one. Middletown's on the board. Familiar territory to kick off once again. Ham is set to kick this one off. And he'll drive it deep again. This time, oh, it's fumbled again by Sturgis, but he picks it up, rolls forward, and he gets out to about the 25-yard line, where he is popped by Samir Queen. He's the guy that recovered the fumble, and then he comes up with the tackle on the second kickoff.
Doing it all right now. Looks like those nerves still got the best of Sturgis. That's going to be in his head every time the ball's coming at him on a kickoff now.
Yeah, he's gonna have to keep an eye on that for sure. All right, here we go. First time taking a look here at the Sussex Central defense. Of course, unfortunately, without Malik Bell in this one, this 6 foot, 202-pound junior unable to go. Wing T time, Craig.
Let's do it.
And right off the jump, they go with the sweep. Nothing doing. Nice tackle there. That's Darius Jones coming off the edge on the carry from William Harmon.
It's like watching Tubby Raymond's offense all over again.
That it is. I mean, this is what I ran in high school. Now, hold your breath. 13 years ago. Unbelievable.
I just had my 15th anniversary, or whatever they call those things. Reunions, not anniversary.
Yeah. It's sickening.
It is.
I got the gray hairs to prove it. Go once again. Wing back to the near side. It's a play action pass. In the flat, incomplete. Had an open receiver. That's Gabe Cannon, the quarterback, unable to connect there with Sam Pucci. And it'll bring up third down and long. Little waggle play, and he had him in the flat. Just couldn't quite get it to him.
He did. He had the linebacker beat in the flat. If he could have got his hands on that, he had at least 10, 15 yards out in front of him to run.
And this is one of those situations with this offense under Coach Wells. You really want to maintain possession. That's really what helps. Don't want to get too far behind. It's not really a quick strike offense.
Ground and pound, eat the clock.
Correct. Cannon will get under center. Gives this one off, a little counter. Oh, what a tackle. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain. And there's one of those transfers. That's a Kendre Matthews, the senior, coming up from the safety position and laying the wood hard.
Matthews with an absolute stick to prevent the first down on a pretty neat little razzle down up the middle.
Oh, counter crisscross. They got that one to Sturgis. He picks up about 7, but it'll bring up a 4th and 4, and the punt unit will come on for Sussex Central. This is Joaquin Rodriguez on the punt.
Very tall punter.
Back deep is Amari Glover. This one is Sky. That's a good punt. Good hang time. Bounces out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. 3 and out. Now the Cavs offense back on the field.
Got to say, that was actually a very impressive hang time on that punt.
Yes, it was. Absolutely it was. Cavaliers offense, short field. They took advantage of it through the air last time, Craig.
They did. Priestley already with another touchdown, matching his touchdown from last week.
Now they'll have to put together a drive. They're going to start this possession at their own 38-yard line. Makai Walker now in the pistol behind Troyer. He'll take the snap, wide receiver screen. This is Avion Matthews. He makes one man miss, and he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's a tough guy to bring down. The Seaford transfer picks up the first.
It really is. When you see him run up against the defense of Central, he just looks like such a superior athlete to some of these guys on the field.
I mean, the weapons on this offense. Good luck. These receivers, Davis, Garrett, obviously Matthews. They got height, speed, and athleticism.
An embarrassment of riches.
And, of course, Priestley, just an elite slot receiver. Troyer takes it, throws that one. Little gator arms there from Avion Matthews. Perhaps felt the pressure of the middle linebacker there, and that one fell incomplete.
A little Kadarius Toney there.
A little bit. Lucky for the Cavs, it does fall incomplete. They'll spread the ball out, spread the field again. You got trips here to the near side with a tight end. Here's the snap. They give this one off up the middle. Not much there for Mekhi Walker. Maybe a yard, if that. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
First design run of the game thus far for Middletown.
Good work up front there by that Sussex Central front 4. I believe that tackle was made there by Victor Perez, number 60, right in the middle. Third and 10. Troyer will empty the backfield here. Drops back to pass. He's going to go deep. Priestley, and it's incomplete.
Ooh.
He had it, but the hit there by number 10, Isaiah Rowe, jarred it loose. 4th and 10 for the Cavs.
Yeah, that was a great play and well executed, but Rowe knocked it loose at the point of contact.
Great piece of hitting there. Now 4th and 10, the Cavs, no fear, no time wasted. Same set. Troyer back to throw. He's going to roll out here to the left. He's being chased. He's going to lower his shoulder. It'll be a turnover on downs. Pressure there by number 9, Kevon Moore-Burdell. Tackle made there by, I believe that was Pucci coming up from the outside linebacker position, and a turnover on downs. Nice stop there from Central.
Yeah, and I certainly don't disagree with the play call there by Middletown. You're in no man's land, no need to punt, get some yardage, and unless you wanted to try to pooch kick it, I don't mind going for it there.
So now the field position will flip as 8:17 to go here in the first quarter. Gabe Cannon back onto the field for the Central offense against the stout Middletown defense, anchored there by the Syracuse commit Tristan Graham. Oh, there's a sweep. Pucci, it's going to, yeah, they look like they weren't quite set. That's going to be a false start against Sussex Central there. The receiver here to the near side was not set on that one.
Just a hair too soon.
5-yard penalty, make this 1st and 15. Just taking a look down at this Middletown defense again. I mean, they're stout. They're stout as well. Both sides of the ball. They got players all over the field here.
That is a lot of humanity on that defensive line there.
That is, Craig. Cannon will take the snap. They'll go up the middle with the guard trap. Not much room there for Pucci. Tackle made by number 70. That's Eli Curran on the tackle. He was joined by Kasim Powell. And 2nd down and long now for Central. And right now you're seeing the Cavs pin their ears back. Craig, selling out for the run.
They really are. They're stuffing that run. And with all that size up front, I mean, why not? Make them beat you through the air, because that's not their game.
Here comes a rollout. And he hits Pucci in the flat. And that's going to be close to 1st down yardage, I believe. It's going to be a little bit short, but there you go. Roll out, Cannon to Pucci. It's going to set up a 3rd and 3. That may be the recipe. They only threw the ball 7 times in week 0.
I'll never get over the week 0 designation.
Neither will I, Craig. We were talking about this the other night. Let's call week 0 week 1.
Yeah.
And let's call this week 2. And the teams that don't play on week 1, we're just going to call it a week 1 bye.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. 0 is defined as nothing.
Exactly. Let's break it down from a fundamental standpoint, you know? They're going to go up the middle. And that's going to be good enough for a 1st down there as Pucci falls forward. There's the first down of the night for the Golden Knights.
Gutsy call, go right up the middle there.
That is true. Malachi Stewart, he came up trying to sell it. Hey, it was a fumble. I got it. Officials were not fooled.
Well, if you're not trying.
That's the truth, my friend. We're approaching 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Middletown on top after a muffed opening kickoff gave them the ball at the 22-yard line going in.
Yeah, gifted 7 points off there on the fumble. Central trying to get back in it.
Cannon under center. He's going to roll out the pass. He's going floating it deep and incomplete. Not the worst place to miss. Intended receiver was Jace Peden.
Yeah, you don't want to miss short there, but I tell you what, when you're rolling to your left and got to throw against your body, torque your shoulder like that, that's a really tough play, even for NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah, you just don't see it too often. 2nd down and 10 now. Over there in coverage for the Cavs was Dorian Rutledge, another tremendous this sophomore class from Middletown is spectacular, Craig. Everywhere on the field, there's a 10th grader making plays.
Going to be some good football for the next couple years.
That is the truth. They go up the middle again with Pucci, and that's about 3 yards. He's hitting the hole hard. He's doing his job.
Yeah, speaking of hitting hard, when Central hits a Middletown player, they just stop. They don't push forward. There's no extra yardage to be had. They just stop.
That's the strength of the Middletown defense on full display. Wonderful night here in Middletown, Delaware. Good crowd.
A breeze would be nice.
A breeze would be tremendous, Craig. I couldn't agree more. Here's a speed sweep. They may have some room. Nice cutback, and that's going to be a 1st down run. Nice work there from Jawan Sturgis. Took the speed sweep, saw the cutback lane, got upfield. 1st and 10, Sussex Central.
The complexity of the wing T offense and the blocking schemes always impresses me. And any team that can run it, players have high football IQ.
There is a cheat code to it. I don't want to put out Coach Wells' the cheat code for other defenses, but there is definitely it's been run for years, but it still confuses people. It still confuses people.
It does. The old triple option, too.
Cannon gives this one off. Not much room. Somehow falling forward, though, is Sturgis. Looked like he got stuffed at the line, but he fell forward for about 4 yards. So here you go. The Golden Knights getting something going here on this drive.
Like we talked about, their game plan is going to be ground and pound, eat the clock. Simple as that.
And right now they're doing a good job. Obviously, this really only matters if you're able to punch this one in and put pressure on Middletown. These long drives, right now down 7, you're going to want points. 2nd down and 6. Pucci, the single back. It's a double wing look. Sturgis in motion. They go up to Pucci. Looks like he was tripped up. Falls forward for maybe a yard, but was tripped up there in the backfield. Stewart came through, I believe, and tripped him up. That'll bring in Chase Roden, number 13, another sophomore out there on the field. This one's blown dead.
Yeah, I'm not sure Stone Cold Steve Austin could even walk onto the field anymore with his knees.
Rattlesnake definitely put himself through some hell.
Oh, but man, he was fun to watch.
He was. And folks at home, you may have your own judgments, but as a young child in the late 90s and early 2000s, that was entertainment.
Oh,
All
absolutely.
right?
I actually just bought tickets to WrestleMania in Philadelphia.
I was going to say, it's coming there next year.
Yeah. Me and our colleague Jason Winchell.
Now, how much, if you don't mind me asking, what was the going rate for those?
I had a guy, but
oh, beautiful, beautiful, Craig.
But I still dropped about $350.
That's okay. I figured it would be a high dollar. And there's another stoppage. This one's going to be an encroachment on Middletown. So if that's not a 1st down off the penalty yardage, it'll be 3rd and short for Sussex Central, which is right where they want to be. There it is, 1st down. Yep. 3rd and 4. So the 3rd 1st down of the drive for the Golden Knights. This drive continues.
So far, executing to perfection on this drive.
And running some clock, keeping that hot offense off the field. Cannon with the toss. Nice downhill running there from Kevon Moore-Burdell. He just lowered the boom and got about 5 or 6 yards.
Very strong run by Moore-Burdell.
He's a guy who makes plays on the defensive side of the ball as well. As we said, tied for the team lead in tackles last week with 12. 2 of those 12 tackles were for loss off his defensive end spot.
It's the one thing I miss when a lot of players get to college, not going 2 ways anymore. It's just so impressive to watch an athlete flip over to the defensive side of the ball and be just as effective.
Well, that's why what the young man Hunter did for Colorado last weekend was so impressive.
Absolutely.
Here's a rollout. Cannon looking to throw. Not much time. He's going to have to get rid of this when he does. And it falls incomplete. He's outside the tackle box. I believe was there a receiver there. No penalty marker.
Yeah,
So good work there by Cannon getting rid of the football. Saving field position there.
Yeah, not really anybody in the vicinity, but he's out of the pocket. Whip that one out of bounds.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 5 for Sussex Central. They've milked about 7 minutes off the clock here with this drive.
They get hit and go absolutely nowhere. No push forward whatsoever. Middletown, the strength on display.
And now it's a 4th and 4. Cannon, look for Central. That it is. We will see where they do decide to go. It's a big-time play for this unit, though. I mean, they've done a good job of working the ball down the field, but it's going to be tough to score on this Middletown defense with the talent they have all over the field.
Yeah, on the rollouts, there's been this soft pocket in the linebacker area, but I just don't know if that's a play that they can pull off. It's just not their game. Throwing against your body back over toward the middle.
Yeah, not sure if, Cannon trying to see, it could be a lot of traffic up in there. So here we go, Cannon dropping back. He's going to throw a fade route. He has the wheel route, but he leads him a little too far. It was there, but a little too far out in front of Harmon, and Middletown lucky with the breakdown there in coverage that doesn't come back to bite him.
Wow, he definitely had him. That's all you can say. He had him. A little more air under that ball might have done it, or waited just a split second to throw it. But, man, it's just execution slightly off there, but they certainly had him.
Yeah, folks, apologies here for any buffering you guys may be experiencing. We're working through that. Troyer, back to pass. He's going to hit his tailback. Glover out of the backfield. He'll pick up a few on 1st down here. That's as good as a run right there.
Absolutely. 2-3 yards out of the backfield. It's the old Andy Reid 1st down pass run.
It is. It's a run, but it's a pass because why would we hand the ball off back in those days, right?
I mean, you only had Deuce Staley and Brian Westbrook. Why would you hand it off?
Bringing up bad memories there. And here we go. No huddle offense again from Middletown, and it's going to come down to execution for this offense. Troyer takes the snap, hands this one off. Glover up the middle. Not much there.
Ooh.
And he is ripped down.
Yeah.
I believe that was number 60 on the play there. Perez got his hand on him.
Thankfully, he got up without injury there. His knee kind of stuck in the turf as he was tackled backwards.
Mm-hmm. Dangerous. Glover will join Troyer in the backfield. Davis, the lone receiver, to the near side, trips to the far side. This is where you got to watch Priestley. They give this one to Glover, and there's nothing there. Great pursuit and a nice job out of the safety position. Cannon coming up and laying the hit down, and it's going to force a 4th down, and Middletown's going to punt.
Yeah, a little bit of a conservative approach on those 3 play calls there. I'm surprised they didn't take a little bit of a shot or even just a mid-range pass.
And that'll do it for our first quarter of action. Middletown takes advantage early, scoring in the opening minute.
To convey a professional image, customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
And we're back here, folks. Second quarter action ready to get underway here at Middletown High School. Delaware Live Sports presentation of Delaware High School football. And here you go, timeout here in Middletown. They weren't lined up quite correctly there, Craig, but a pretty even first quarter after what we saw early fireworks there.
Yeah, we thought Middletown was going to jump out to maybe a big lead and run away with this one early, or at least have a big lead to work with, but Central dug in. They had a long drive. They just got a 3 and out, and it's a 7-0 game. This is anyone's ball game.
Anyone's ball game is right. Middletown set the punt here after their second consecutive stoppage by the Sussex Central defense, who's come up to play after a couple, first of all, tough challenge. They muffed the opening kickoff, gave Middletown the ball at the 22-yard line, and then a couple coverage breakdowns led to Matt Priestley finding the opening twice and eventually scoring a touchdown on that opening drive. But they've made the adjustments. 2 consecutive stops. Now Ham on to punt. Can't quite see who's back here to return. It's 4th and 2. Ham. Oh, it nearly is blocked. He gets it away. It's a good one. Oh, is that picked? It bounced off a Sussex Central player, and there's another special teams play. Another special teams play, as this is Jabari McBean, the junior, picking it up.
We talked about it earlier. Special teams. Although,
let's see. The officials are going to want to discuss this.
I think,
I'm not sure he can advance it.
I was actually just about to say I'm almost positive you cannot advance a muffed punt, but I thought maybe a rule change came in the offseason that I missed.
Well, there you have it, and that's why I did not say touchdown if you did not.
There you go.
Nonetheless, it's a special teams effort, another free loose ball after it's muffed there by Sussex Central, and now a short field for Middletown. Let's see if they can take advantage of it here like they did in the first.
Central had no idea where that ball was in the air. There were way too many people around who was supposed to be actually catching that ball. And I believe it just hit somebody in the back.
I believe you're right. And they did not get the clock started in time. Middletown was ready to go. Troy and company wasting no time. Got trips to the near side here. Troyer, wide receiver screen to Davis. Ronell Davis cuts it back twice.
Got a flag down.
And there you go, flag down. We'll see what that is. But Davis was good for about 9 on that first down play.
Might
Let's
be
see
a hold
what the penalty
there.
is. And there it is, a hold against Middletown, Craig.
Yeah, it looked like when he cut back, it's a little bit of a pull, a tug, but exactly, it's kind of that throw block that gets called for a hold a lot.
That one stings for the Cavs after a positive play there. That'll set up a first down and long. And now this Central defense really just has to protect against the big play. Trips to the far side now. Makai Walker, the back in the backfield. They're going to give it to Walker up the middle. Makes a cutback. And he gets good yardage there, about 6 yards on the play. And they're just trying to slowly matriculate that ball now after the penalty yardage.
Yeah, I like that style of run from Middletown, letting the running back get ahead of steam and just bull his way through the middle. It's almost a guaranteed 4 or 5 yards.
And Mackay Walker will stay in at tailback. Him and Glover split those duties last week. Both guys, 9 carries a pop. Troyer setting the pistol. Avion Matthews comes in motion. He's going to lead block here. They give the ball again. This is Walker. Nice cutback lane. And he's going to get down close to first down yardage. And that's a big-time pickup. That time about 13 yards from Mackay Walker.
Probably about maybe a yard short, maybe half a yard short of that first down marker. But certainly an impressive run.
Nice running there by Walker. He averaged 4 yards a carry last week. He's up over that average here in the first half of this one.
Looks like we got a timeout on the field, I believe. Referees in some sort of discussion.
Some discussion going on here. It's a 3rd and 1 for Middletown. I'm going to say it's only 2nd down. That's not right.
That's inaccurate.
I don't think that. There's no way it's only 2nd down. There's been 3 plays run.
And, well, there was
there's
one,
2 plays run. This is the 3rd play.
Was the holding call, did that reset to first down?
It did. Well, it reset the first down, and then you had
Two
you
runs.
had the
Two runs.
2 runs,
Yeah,
so
you're
it should
right.
be 3rd down.
Yeah. Now that we've gone back and figured that one out. Yeah, you're exactly right. Oh, there we go.
There, they got it right. It's okay. All right, I was about to lose my gourd for a second
we
there,
go.
Craig.
I thought I was losing my mind.
Troyer back to pass on 3rd and 1. They get it. And that's a completed pass there to Garrett for a first down. B.J. Garrett, he had 2 catches for 89 yards last week. That's his first catch here tonight, and it's good for first down yardage.
See, and you see Sussex Central respecting the speed on the outside. See, faked like he was going straight to the end zone, put his foot in the ground, and he had about 4 yards of separation.
Yeah, those stop routes with a receiver that quick, you're right. It's a difference maker for sure. Troyer back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Goes across the middle. Finds Priestley. There he is, Mr. Reliable in the middle of the field. And they're going to blow this one dead. It's going to be good enough for first down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal here for the Cavs.
Yeah, Cannon was actually wide open behind him in the end zone. At first I thought he was the intended receiver, but actually it was. I don't think it would have made it to him if he wasn't there, but missed opportunity.
Now 1st and goal. Middletown looking to extend their lead here off of yet another special teams turnover. That's how they scored their first touchdown. Trips to the near side. They give this one up the middle. Walker bounces off 1, bounces off a 2. He's in for the touchdown, Mackay Walker. And there are the lights. Here's the celebration. It's a blue out.
I get it now.
He just lowered the boom that whole drive. He picked up pretty much almost all the first down yardage after the holding penalty, and he just barreled his way in there for the touchdown, his first of the season.
Yeah, just power, pure power. He was stopped at the 3-yard line, and just sheer power and will got him into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ham's extra point is up and good. And there we go. We got to see the lights in action.
I like it.
A lot to see the lights in action. 14-0. Middletown on top. We'll take a quick 30-second commercial break, and we'll be right back right here after this.
Welcome to Surf Bagel. Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel!
And we're back here, folks. 14-0, Middletown on top of Sussex Central. 2 muffed kicks have allowed Middletown to take advantage of short fields. The first being a passing touchdown to Priestley in the first quarter, and this one finished off by Mackay Walker, who did all the dirty work there for Middletown. Picked up 19 to 20 penalty yards, and then powered through for a 7-yard touchdown run there. The lead is to our score 14-0, Craig.
Yeah, and you go back to that turnover on downs when the wheel route was wide open for Sussex Central. Could have been 7-7 instead, 14-0.
And here's a pooch kick, again having to come up and field it, and it's on more trouble. Eventually picked up, but not any room there for Harmon to move. Ham's kicks have been giving the Sussex Central Golden Knights some issues, and now they got a long field to go.
Yeah, just a lot of trouble on special teams right now. Issues with punt coverage, issues with kickoff fielding. I mean, I don't know how you fix that other than just buckle down and catch the ball.
Absolutely. So let's see where they go now again. And we have to again note they're without their leading rusher from week 1, Malik Bell, unable to go here tonight. So they've had to make some adjustments offensively. And what is a run-heavy scheme, losing your top running back is a big deal. Speed sweep to Harmon. Falls forward for about 2 or 3. Nice work there by Middletown. Davis coming up, making a play, as well as Kasim Powell.
This is a huge, huge drive.
That it is. Sussex Central needs to make something happen to stay in this one. That ball's bobbled. Cannon picks it up off the bounce. Doesn't go anywhere. But a botched snap will set up now 3rd and long for Sussex Central.
Just nothing doing right now. Middletown defense sinking in. Just going for the run.
The Cavs are storming the castle. Uh-oh. Sorry, Benny. There's a super fan out here. He's getting everybody riled up.
The cowbell is the battle cry.
Cannon takes the snap, and there's the counter reverse. Good job staying at home right there. That was Ryan Van Kerkhoven. Jeez, the K's and V's were running together on me there.
That's a lot to work with.
But Van Kerkhoven comes up and makes the play. Did a good job staying at home there, Craig, and comes up with the tackle on the reverse, and it's 4th down for the Golden Knights.
Stout defense by Middletown, forcing the 3 and out. Really no threat at all from Sussex Central on that drive.
Now they will look to punt. Davis back deep to return. Ronell Davis, the James Madison commit. And he's going to go over. He's going to have a chance to field this one off the hop.
Great punt.
He'll pick it up at the 26, look to make something happen. Looks to bounce, nice stiff arm to get outside. There's a little hesitant, and that's a big block. Here's another stiff arm. He's going to get tackled at the 43. They may call, it looks like there's a penalty, blindside block right here at about the 33.
Yeah, by the letter of the law, I guess that is a blindside block.
13 years ago would have been good, but they did make that adjustment to the rule recently.
Yeah, if you can't see his eyes, probably shouldn't hit him.
Let's see what the officials call here. They're discussing maybe where the penalty took place. Not quite sure. There's 6:17 to go here in the first half. Middletown will have the ball just a little bit deeper than where the return netted. They call it a block in the back, I believe, is what they call it.
Oh.
And then a personal foul and a blind side. One of them, I think, was declined, or they're offsetting maybe. I'm not sure. I'm confused, folks.
Yeah, this
because
was.
he swung his arms as if it was something was declined. I'm not sure. But there's the walk-off. Let's see. Did it go 10 or did it go 15?
Well, unless there were two.
All right, so that's the 15-yard penalty. So there we have it. That's
declined the block in the back. Interesting.
So now Middletown's going to have to go a long ways. They'll be set up at about the 15. And now you're going to see both Walker and Glover in the backfield with Troyer. Two receivers to the far side. Troyer takes the snap. This one's Glover. And he's up the middle for 3, maybe 4 yards. Churning some clock.
Yeah, right now Middletown's in no hurry. Obviously, they want to put more points on the board, but right now they're pretty content to run the ball, move their offense, and try to get one score to end this half.
And just continue to execute. You're exactly right. Troyer takes the snap, drops back. He's looking, he's firing, and he gets Priestley. Gets it over that corner sitting in the flat and throws it right to Priestley. That'll be a first down. What a throw there by Troyer.
That is a Division I college football throw right there. Over the sitting linebacker and cornerback to hit Priestley on the sideline. That was a thing of beauty.
That was. That's just a wonderful touch right there. Not an easy throw to make.
There is a fan in front of our booth here who is hilarious. Yes, and a nice breeze finally.
Glover in the backfield with Troyer. He'll flex out. Troyer will throw it to him. Looking to get blocking on the edge. They get it. Here goes Glover across midfield. First down, Cavaliers.
That's a play they missed earlier, but they hit on it now. About 12, 13 yards down the field. Easy.
Spreading Central out. You know, and one thing the Cavs do is they have a lot of players that play one way. Central's got guys going both ways. You're running sideline to sideline like this on defense, and then you're also playing offense.
Wow, Odessa leading Apo right now.
How about that? Oh, that ball's loose. Let's see. Did they hold on to it?
I believe they did.
I believe that's Walker, I think, on the carry there. Little mis-exchange, but he's able to hold on. Gets about 2. So announce that again, Craig. What do we got? We got a score update?
Odessa is leading Apo right now. The Ducks, I believe, have a 7-0 lead on Apo right now.
You know, well, it's a matter of time before that new school.
That program's going to take off.
Exactly, and it's the first year they've had seniors. Second down and 8.
Yeah, Dan Pritchard does a great job over there with the Ducks.
Troyer, back, pressure up coming, slides away from it. He's going to go deep. He's going to go for it all. Looking for Avion Matthews. Oh, what a catch and a touchdown.
Wow.
Caught it off the bounce. Cue the lights. What a play.
The lights are going to get me every single time. But I tell you what an absolutely amazing play. He almost caught it one-handed, but then juggled it back to himself and was able to just step into the end zone. What a bomb and a beautiful play. Just athleticism on display by Middletown.
Unbelievable. I mean, that was That was almost a 60-yard throw there by Troyer.
We just watched 2 Division I/NFL throws.
Yeah, and Matthews going up a high point in that football with 3 defenders around him.
That's the basketball player right there.
That is exactly what that is, and he's an elite
Bucket.
rebounder. Extra point is blocked, but what an athletic touchdown, and Middletown starting to pull away now a little bit, 20-0 on top.
Well, so much for them being content, matriculating the ball down the field. They go for it all with a bomb, and it pays off in a big way.
Big time play. Second passing touchdown of the night for Troyer. He's now up to 7 in the first 6 quarters of the season.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. The interest is there at the next level. He'll be playing at the next level. There's no doubt about that. It's just a matter of where.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch him play on Saturday.
Absolutely. 3:49 to go here in the opening half. Middletown up 20-0, starting to pull away, and the talent is just all over the field for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I mean, it's just overwhelming when you're the other team sometimes. When Middletown gets rolling, unless you can do something to stop it, it could get out of hand in a hurry.
That it can. Ham on the kickoff. And this has been a trouble point here for Sussex Central. They struggled on these kickoffs. Ham, again, will just pop this one up in the air. That one fielded cleanly. And look what happens. Up the middle he goes. And up to about the 47-yard line is Harmon. And there it is, Craig. They fielded one clean, and they were able to get a good return off because of it.
Yeah, Harmon finally catches one. Boom, at midfield, just like that. Just, again, shows you the importance of special teams. It's on display tonight, more than most games.
Absolutely.
I think that breeze we're feeling might be the weather making its way in.
Well, there is a threat of rain at about, but it's really not. They shouldn't be for another hour. We'll see though.
We shall
According to the Gary Annie's Doppler radar. All right, good field position here for Central, who could really use a score here.
Yeah, I said the last drive was pivotal. It's just getting more dire for them.
Cannon will take the snap. He's going to roll out, set and throw. He's going to go deep. He overshoots his intended target there. That's Peden. Good coverage on the play out there by number 15, Dorian Rutledge.
Yeah, really no chance on that play. I mean, there was no one there, well covered. That was that one was DOA.
That it was second down and 10 now. And then you got to think here now, if you can't get things going through the air, do you just try and run the ball and milk some clock?
I think you got to try to establish something. Running's your game. You're not going to come back quickly running the ball, but that's your game. You can't go away from it.
There they go, speed sweep. And good tackle. Wow, Kendre Matthews just bullies William Abbott on the run there.
I mean, Abbott's a small guy, but he just got thrown around like a rag doll. That was.
He did. He did pick up 4 yards, which is a positive.
If I got thrown down like that, I'd still be down. I might be dead.
It's not fun. It is not fun, Craig.
Multiple broken bodies.
As a former small person.
Oh, I was as well.
Cannon hit as he throws a little too far down the seam. He did have Harmon, but he was popped right as he threw. Good pressure off the edge there from Darius Jones.
Yeah, that's a shame. He had a step on him. Harmon had a step on Matthews, but that would have had to be a perfect throw, and it was a few yards over the mark.
One thing we've seen is there is some miscommunication in that Middletown secondary. Sussex Central has yet to really take advantage of it, but
yeah, that's an excellent point. We've seen it a few times, especially on that wheel route, that fourth down wheel route.
Yeah.
Central was wide open.
But it's another punt forced. And this is a good one. Davis going to fair catch it at the 12.
That's a bit of a bummer. It was a low-line drive. He probably had some room to run with that one.
Preserving some time, as our producer Nick Halliday is saying. That could be the case. 2:39 to go. And with a quick strike offense, they can make some things happen. They could go for a kill shot here. Go up by 4 scores.
They certainly could. I mean, last drive, I couldn't have been more wrong, thinking they were going to slowly make their way down the field, and they go for the kill shot with a 60-yard bomb.
Troyer leads the Middletown offense onto the field. Amari Glover is the running back. 2-by-2 set with a tight end to the far side. Troyer back, looking, surveying, going deep for Matthews, or that's Davis, and it's off the hands, incomplete. Ronell Davis was there, and he had a chance to make something happen. He couldn't quite hold on to that one.
He fingertipped it just a little bit, but he almost tipped it right back to himself. It's a shame. He held up at the top of his route just a little bit, and that slight hesitation is what caused the incompletion on that play.
2nd down and 10.
Man, he'd still be running.
Yeah. Troyer takes the snap, looking, firing across the middle. He's got Priestley. 1st down and 10 up to about the 26-yard line. Mr. Reliable.
Yeah, that's every quarterback's best friend, that reliable receiver that can run those underneath routes, who's super fast but can also shoulder a cornerback if he has to.
Troyer to Glover. Nobody out here in the flat. Glover cuts it in, goes upfield, and he's going to be across the 1st down marker. It's another 1st down, and here's the no huddle for Middletown. 2:16 to go, not wasting any time here, getting up on the ball. And you can see there's confusion with personnel here by Sussex Central. They just get enough guys off the field. Troyer back, stepping up in the pocket, looking, firing across the middle, completed. And walking into the end zone for a touchdown is B.J. Garrett. What a find. And Garrett does the rest as the lights come on.
Lights out. Again, lights out here in Middletown. And I'll tell you what, that was all Troyer. He had 2 guys right in his face, a blocker almost knocking him over. He keeps his eyes down the field, sidesteps, and finds Garrett for about another 60-yard touchdown down the field.
Oh, but here we go. We got an illegal man downfield, and we couldn't see it because the lights were out.
Well, we're sitting here waxing poetic about
That was
Troyer
beautiful.
here.
That was beautiful
Oh,
by you.
man. Yeah. Well, when you turn the lights out, you can't really see the yellow flag on the ground. I don't even, I certainly didn't see anybody downfield, but I guess we missed
The
it.
Sussex Central fans are probably in the comments section saying, not so fast, my friend.
I'll tell you what, I am still saying that was a
Oh,
fantastic play nonetheless.
Without a doubt.
Keeping his eyes down the field.
All right, so it's a 5-yard penalty. Central, chance here to try and regroup here. 23-8. Who was that up? Dover over Smyrna? Was that I heard? Perkiomen up 26-8 over top of Smyrna.
It's a good Hall & Oates song.
Troyer. Oh, he smacked across the middle. Ball tipped up in the air. Falls incomplete. He was hit as he was throwing by Moore Burdell, and that ball was nearly tipped and intercepted by Sturgis.
Big hit on Troyer. He really took a big hit there, and it almost caused an interception.
Our guy Ben Fulton, the best cameraman in the business, walking up in here. Second down and 15. Troyer. Empty backfield. He'll take the snap. Good pocket. Goes across. He finds Priestley. First down inside Sussex Central territory. What a throw and catch right there.
And right on cue, quarterback's best friend. So reliable. Running that seam route right up the middle and a perfect throw on the numbers. I don't see any flags this time.
No flags on the field at this point. We approach a minute and a half to go. A couple timeouts left for Middletown here too. Troyer has been good. He's definitely taken a step forward in terms of his confidence and decision making here. This one up the middle. This is a big, oh, what a cutback. Getting across the 20 and out of bounds goes Walker. Well done, and there's going to be a penalty mark. It looks like a hold out here on the outside. Looks like there's a hold right there at about the 27. 26. Let's see. You get out there in that open field, those receivers are engaged. It could be tough when you're trying to figure out which way the runner is going to go.
Yeah, you got the hands on the pads. Sometimes just that little tug that the referee sees.
Great run from Mekhi Walker. And it'll be pushed back a little bit here. It'll stay first down. Ball will end up at the 36.
Couple
It'll be
brutal, just brutal. Not meaning they were bad calls, but just back-breaking.
Yeah.
For Middletown is they've had about 3 or 4 huge plays called back.
It'll be 1st and 4 for the Cavaliers.
Can't imagine what the score would be if some of these big plays stood.
And there's a timeout there by Central. I believe that's their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They want to make sure they don't allow any more points to go on the board here, and can't blame them, Craig. I mean, this offense has started to figure some things out here late in the second half.
Yeah, we talked about at the beginning of the second quarter how it was 7-0 and it was anyone's ball game, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, down the field, 21-0. It's looking kind of dire for Sussex Central right now.
That it is. They need to stop. If they want to stay in this game, you do not want to go down by 4 scores in the first half.
No, you don't want to get yourself running clocked.
No, that is definitely the case.
About a minute 12 left in this very entertaining first half. Troyer's been doing this thing again. He's just fun to watch, man.
I'm telling you, he's taken the step. You know, last year, you've seen him in some moments, a little bit hesitant. The talent was there, but I think, you know, just seeing things quick, there was still a little bit of a learning curve. There's a step taken forward here by this young man, for sure.
This is the first game this year that I've seen him live, but I can tell you just from last year, his mechanics already look incredibly improved.
He's back to throw, steps up. Look at this one. Just drop it in the bucket. Oh, what a hit. Did he hold on? He did. On. What a catch by Ronell Davis. He got Peden, just absolutely obliterated him.
Wow.
They both ran into each other at the same time. Somehow Davis held on to it. It'll be 1st and goal for Middletown, but what a collision.
Absolutely gnarly collision. Davis seems, actually both of them are down. I can't believe he held on to that ball, especially getting hit as hard as he did, but held on to the ball all the way to the ground, probably down at the 1 yard line. But of course, we're more concerned for his safety at the moment.
Absolutely.
And his health.
Well, I think that maybe the wind got knocked out. Perhaps the wind knocked out of the two players there as Pedon's up and Davis is up. That's a great sign to see right there. That was just good old-fashioned football play right there.
Just two players coming together at the point of contact and the ball getting there at the same time.
That's what it was. It was all
Yeah, just everything coming together at once. I think it was just a case of everyone getting the wind knocked out of them.
What a play. What a throw, because Troyer couldn't even follow through. He had a hand in his face, and the touch he put on that.
I mean, you said it best. He just dropped it in the bucket.
Yeah.
That was a basketball net sitting out there, and he dropped it in from 35 out.
And he puts that in there. Now it's a 1st and goal here for the Cavs. Minute 3 left here in the first half. What an impressive performance by the Cavaliers here tonight. Thus far.
Yeah, thus far. I mean, we got a whole half to go, and I'll tell you what, Troyer just keeps making a believer out of me. He's just, you run out of superlatives, really.
It's an official timeout here. Not sure what's, think of another potentially maybe uniform violation or something here.
It's the IAA's form of the tuck rule, if you will.
Yeah. That was good, Craig.
I try.
That was good, my friend. Took me a little bit. I was a little slow on it, but gosh darn it, was that good.
I was explaining the tuck rule to my wife last night. Showed her videos and everything. I'm not sure.
I need to hear the end of the story. There's the touchdown up the middle as Amari Glover punches it in for Middletown. Second rushing touchdown of the night for the Cavs, and they have taken complete control. Cue the lights, folks.
Oh, different light pattern this time.
How about this one? The strobe, the true strobe. No blue, true strobe.
Very impressive. Yeah, they, oh, wait. All right, we are good. We've had a lot of delayed penalty calls here, so making sure that one was legitimate.
Cavs are going to go for 2 here, try and go up 28.
Try and get that point back off the blocked field goal. I'm sorry, the blocked extra point from the previous touchdown.
They're in the shotgun set. Glover next to Troy. He'll throw it deep, and he overthrows. He was looking there. I believe that was Matthews. Avion Matthews overshoots him. 26-0, 52 seconds to go. And how about that drive for Middletown?
I mean,
almost 80 yards.
With 6 minutes left, I made the proclamation that they were going to hold it and try to score once before the end of the half. They put the ball in the end zone twice in impressive fashion with 2 absolute dimes.
Yeah.
From Troyer.
I'm sorry, it was 85. It was an 85-yard drive there by Troyer and company.
In just
He's looked
what,
good, man.
2 minutes? Was that a 2-minute drive?
That was a 2-minute drive.
Wow.
Less than.
Yeah.
I mean, there was, like 2:19 left.
Still got a little under a minute left here. I'm not going to make any proclamations. Who knows? Middletown gets the ball back.
This Cavaliers team's going to be tough to beat, folks. And I know we say that every year, and it's really not news to anyone, but this has been an impressive first half by this group.
They've been the class of Delaware football for several years now, and it does not appear that that's going to change this year.
Them and Smyrna. I mean, and then you had the 2 years Sussex Central, 19 and 2021. Their state championships. And they're no slouch either at number 4 in our Super 7.
But tonight, the cowbell is reigning supreme.
It is.
Oh. Got a official running in here. Slowly running in here.
Not quite sure what's going on. I'm a little bit.
I don't think the referee knows what's going on either.
A little bit confused. Looks like there's some waiting going on. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. maybe a player cramped up, or maybe there's something on the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Now they're
There's
calling.
managers over here. There's something on the field. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here.
They're calling the players to the sideline.
Not sure if there's blood, maybe blood on the field, or I wouldn't think vomit on the field would stop a game. I mean, how many years have we seen this? Have we seen that happen? And you just avoid the puddle, man.
It is a new world.
It is a new world.
Let's see what we're.
They're talking with Coach Blum, the Middletown head coach over here. So I'm not quite sure.
It appears to be amicable, whatever it is. Doesn't appear to be a disagreement.
Not sure if maybe it's heat related. I'm now speculating big time because I'm confused. So
I was
I'm
all of a
just
sudden
stop.
thinking maybe they were talking about the incoming weather.
Well, get to halftime first.
Well, that's
right.
That's probably the right call there. Get to halftime. I mean, then at least you got a game in here.
Not sure what's going on here, folks, but we've got a stoppage in play right now. 26-0. Middletown on top in what has been an impressive performance on both sides of the ball. The officials are over here on the sideline. They got water. I'm thinking there may be vomit on the field or something. This is bizarre. They're going out with a water bottle. He's going to spray. They're spraying the field. There's something on the field, Craig. I've never seen this.
I mean, you think maybe it could. I mean, you might have been right with the blood thing.
Or something.
The drone's down. That was flying over
spray
earlier.
it with the water, and it's a. Wow. So we're going to take a commercial break, and once we get everything all cleaned up, we'll come back here and continue play here on Delaware Live Sports.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life. Wraps, signs, banners, and...
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware.
All right, we're back, folks. Clean up secured here on aisle 10.
Literally,
yeah.
yard 10.
Clean up on aisle 10 is complete. And we got 52 more seconds to play before halftime. Ham's kickoff is away. And again, it's going to give Central fits. Falling on top of it is Harmon. That is the fourth kick that they've had trouble with here tonight.
Yeah, that one was just a short little, almost like pooch kick as it bounced at the 25-yard line in front of Harmon. And then it bounced forward. He tried to come up to get it. I mean, what a mess right now.
They just haven't been able to figure it out. 49 seconds to go for Central. Probably going to run this one out and try and regroup in the second half.
Yeah, I don't see them. Well, maybe they will try to take a shot here, but that's not really their game. They might try to run this one out and just go into halftime and regroup.
Cannon will take the knee.
Yep.
And there may need to be one more knee. The close this one out. What a dominating performance by Middletown here in this first half.
Yeah, specifically the second quarter is we had a 7-0 game.
Yes, we did.
They just, man, they can hit the gas in a hurry.
And that knee will take us to halftime. Your score, 26-0. Middletown on top. Craig, what stood out to you?
Well, it's just impossible not to just speak incredibly highly of Troyer and everything he's done in this first half. But Middletown's defense has been stout as well. They have not allowed that Sussex Central run game to get going. We talked about how confusing that wing tee can be to some defenses, but not in this case. So basically, both sides of the ball, Middletown dominates. That's the story.
Absolutely. We'll take a break here. When we come back, second half action ahead of here. Keep an eye out for our top plays. Could be playing here during the halftime festivities. 26-0. Number 1 Middletown over number 4 Sussex Central at halftime. Thanks for tuning in.
Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Eggspectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the Raw Bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Soto Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Soto Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Soto Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel!
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work.
And we're back here, folks. Halftime here at Middletown High School on Delaware Live sports presentation of Delaware High School football. Number 1 Middletown leading the number 4 Sussex Central Golden Knights 26-0 at half. Big time second quarter from the Cavaliers. And as we talked about it, Craig, it was 7-0 entering the second quarter. And the Cavs just erupted. 3 touchdowns, 1 through the air, 2 on the ground, but a lot of big-time plays through the air from Austin Troyer.
Yeah, it's like Troyer just hit his stride and bam, bam, quick strike offense just like that. It's a 4-score game.
Absolutely. And some other scores around the state. Halftime score at the Graveyard. St. Mark's leading St. George's 9-0.
Whoa.
Jude Campbell hitting Logan Klein for the touchdown in that first half. Fourth quarter score, Laurel 44-13 over Brandywine. They've scored 23 unanswered points in that game, Laurel has. Score that we've heard buzzed around the stadium here tonight, 12-7. Apo has taken the lead over Odessa. About midway through the second quarter of that one. Daniel McConomy, both the touchdowns for the Jaguars. And Smyrna trailing Perkiomen 26-16 at the half. So they're taking on a tough Perkiomen team out of the state, trying to make some things happen there. And then one last score update thanks to Benny Mitchell here. Sussex Tech leading Delcastle 14-13 early third quarter in that game, Craig. So some scores around. Anything stick out to you there from any of those scores?
Not that I'm playing favorites or anything, but man, it's a bummer that the Ducks didn't hold that lead for Odessa. This is their first senior class.
It is,
which is a cool thing to think about. I mean, they've really held their own as they've built that program. Dan Pritchard's done a phenomenal job over there, and I think that that's going to be, who knows, in 5-6 years, that could be a program that's top of the state. But they got a little ways to go, but I like rooting for them. I can't help it.
Yeah, the Ducks, man. Ducks fly together.
Yeah.
You grew up, were you a Mighty Ducks kid growing up?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, come on, man.
I was a
right?
hockey player, too.
So there you have it. It's perfect. It's perfect for you. But, yeah, no, it's a good story. We'll see what happens there. And obviously the crosstown rivalries that are starting to build here, right? Obviously Middletown is the top dog, and then Apo has been there, has tried to compete. Now you got Odessa getting in the mix. It's a town that's booming, and you're going to have potentially 3 really good high school football programs all within the same town here in the coming years.
It's that MOT rivalry.
That is the truth. The scoring got started right off the jump. It was the opening kickoff. It was muffed by Sussex Central, bounced around all over the place. Middletown falls on it at the 22-yard line. 3 plays later, Troyer finds Priestley for an 8-yard touchdown. Then, as we talked about, we were scoreless the remainder of the first quarter, and it wasn't until about midway through the second quarter that we saw another score put on the board. It was Mackay Walker up the middle for a touchdown, finishing off a nice drive, again, off of a muffed punt this time.
Yeah, strong run.
Third touchdown of the night was courtesy of Austin Troyer to B.J. Garrett along the sideline, touches it in for the touchdown. And then right before the half, you saw Amari Glover score on a run up the middle. 2 through the air, 2 through the run. That's about as balanced as you can ask for.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about how Middletown dominated through the air last week. Week 0.
Yep. Yeah, I know, Craig.
They dominated through the air, but we knew they could do damage on the ground, and we've seen that tonight. Completely balanced attack, and the defense has been stout. So, I mean, you're seeing why they're the top dog in Delaware football.
Absolutely. And, it's a group that returns a lot of talent and has brought in a lot of talent. We talked about already they got 2 Division I players on their defense with Ronell Davis and Tristan Graham, JMU and Syracuse commits respectively. B.J. Garrett, the receiver who caught the touchdown in the first half, the sophomore, he's got 5 scholarships already in 10th grade, including West Virginia, Pitt, Syracuse.
It's incredible.
Amari Glover, the sophomore running back, 2 scholarship offers, including Syracuse. Obviously, there is a connection there. Braden Davis is at Syracuse right now. Some of the other guys of notable, recent history here at Middletown, Dorajaye at West Virginia, Cody Harris at Army, Zaire Tart is at Lincoln, Mikey Pearson at Navy, Josh Roberson is at Stonehill, Noah Crisilla is at Kutztown, Anwar O'Neill's down at the University of Delaware, Esias Guthrie has landed at Jackson State, post Deion Sanders.
Post prime.
Yes, sir. And Marquis Lewis is at Kutztown, as well as Ben Martin. And there's about a dozen other players as well. But here we go. second half action ready to go. Sussex Central's going to kick this one away. And it's going to take a couple of bounces.
Oh.
And look at this. Not so easy to field the kicks. This is Glover up the middle. Makes one man miss. He's across the 35, 40. He's got a couple men to beat. 35, 30. Down the sideline he goes. No one's going to get him. Touchdown, Amari Glover.
Lights out. Right on cue. I'll tell you what, I think he was just trying to make it more challenging on himself. He said, you know what, I'm only at the 10-yard line. Let me back myself up to the 1 and return this 99 yards down the sideline for a touchdown. Absolute speed down the sideline.
And that's unbelievable there. The sophomore, he found the gap, and two players had angles on him there around midfield, and he just outran them. Just
that was
completely
incredible.
Outran them. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
what
I mean,
a start.
It looked like 3 different guys should have had him on the sideline.
Absolutely. And they'll look to go for 2. For those at home that want to know, the running clock situation is 35 points. So they will need to put another score on the board here in order to do that. Tucker DeShiel is in at running back for this 2-point conversion. If fake goes to him, it's a rollout to the right. Touchdown.
They got it.
The 2-point conversion, I should say, to Ronell Davis. 34-0. Middletown just in complete control of this one.
Yeah, wow.
Craig, all 3 phases of the game.
That was just absolutely incredible. How fast he got down the sideline. That's the only word I have for it. I mean, he had probably 3 different guys with an angle on him. He beat all 3. It was just pure speed, and that's just fun to watch.
Sophomore.
Yeah,
it is incredible, this sophomore class that Middletown has here. These guys that are out there contributing on the field already.
Scary for everyone else in the state.
That is the truth.
Just got a note passed to me here. Perkiomen, 26-16 over Smyrna at halftime right now. Make it a little bit of a game there.
Should be a good one. I mean, Smyrna again. They got dual quarterbacks. They're running the 2-quarterback look there. Senior, freshman.
That's tough to do.
Spreading the ball around. Phoenix Henriquez flying all over the place.
I mean, if you have a name like that, you're destined for greatness.
Donnell, of course, is one of the great photographers here with us that helps out at 302 Sports. Young man can fly, and he's another one. Only a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken. This one's, here's the kickoff, fielded. And they're going to say the knee was down on that return by Moore Burdell. Or Sturgis, it was Sturgis. Kicks have been a struggle for Sussex Central here. And they need to put a score on the board to try and push that running clock a little bit further down the road here.
1 point away. That extra point.
Yeah.
Coming back to stop the running clock. I guess that is true because they went for
Well, they went for 2
time.
and didn't get, They missed 1 and then missed a 2-point conversion. Here's the run up the middle, nothing doing there as the tackle was made by Kasim Powell. Heard his name called a lot. Senior, nose tackle. Second down and 12. Back to pass is Cannon. He's going to take a shot downfield. That's just great coverage. Nothing doing. Wonderful coverage out there by Dorian Rutledge and Davis. Rutledge, another guy who's getting looks. And guess what class that young man is in?
I'm going to go with 10th grade.
That is correct.
God, I'm so smart.
He did go to Archmere.
Oh, yes. Hofstra University.
Oh!
Yes. Archmere Academy,
The Pride.
Hofstra University, the
Pride,
Pride. Yes.
man.
I got there right after they were the Flying Dutchman.
The Flying Dutchman.
Which was an awesome name.
Is that what they were?
Yes.
I always thought they were the Pride, man.
Back in the days of Craig Speedy Claxton.
That's the guy. And look at this, up the middle. Speaking of Speedy, there's a 15-yard carry by Harmon for a first down for Sussex Central. Yeah, well, that's funny. That was back when Jay Wright was coaching them.
Correct.
Speedy Claxton was their guy. And so at that time, we were season ticket holders, me and my family was, for the University of Delaware basketball team. And they took on for the CAA championship. We took the bus trip up to see them play Hofstra. Rick Apodaca was another guy that was on that team.
That's a good pool. That's like an immaculate grid pool right there.
That's an immaculate grid pool. Rick Apodaca, I could have swore was on Hofstra's basketball team for 7 years. I could have swore. I could have swore he
was a super senior.
Unbelievable. But there you go, folks. That's a name you didn't ask for and a story you didn't ask for, but I gave it to you anyway. Cannon going deep. He's got a guy just over the outstretched hands of Josiah Johnson.
So many just fingertip length misses today for Sussex Central. I know the air game is not their primary weapon usually, but they've had a few opportunities here to put it in the end zone through the air and have just missed.
They tested Jacoby Rogers, number 19 over here. And hold on, what grade is he in? 10th grade.
Perhaps a sophomore.
I'm telling you, this sophomore class is insane over here at Middletown. Here comes the sweep. Cut back. Up the middle. That's a hard, tough run right there from Kevon Moore-Burdell. No, that was Sturgis. It was Sturgis.
And he earned all 9 of those yards.
Sturgis went for 74 yards last week. He's fighting for everything he can right now. There's a run up the middle, first down carry. And that's Cannon lower in the boom there. Tackle made by Tristan Graham. And they will give a 1st and 10 for the Golden Knights.
Trying to get something going to start this second half here. Little bit of life.
Gabe Cannon, the quarterback, senior. 6'1", 185, this young man. It's a solid kid. Gets under center here. Going with the sweep. And there's the speedy William Abbott for 5 yards on first down. That's a good play right there. And now the Golden Knights trying to grab some momentum. We saw this once in the first half where they were able to put together some solid runs.
We did. The problem with this type of offense is when it takes you so long to matriculate the ball down the field. If you don't control the game from the onset, you're going to be in trouble because once you get down by a couple scores, you're going to have a lot of problems trying to come back, especially against a team like Middletown.
Single back here, you're going to see motion more than likely. There it is. It's Sturgis. Rollout. Avoids a sack. Cannon can run. Tiptoes the sideline. Let's see where they mark him out. He's going to have first down yardage, I believe, here. First down for the Golden Knights.
And he really tiptoed the sideline there. I was worried he was going to take a big hit from the incoming defender, but he's able to get out of bounds, protect himself.
This is a good little drive here. Good answer here from Sussex Central. Obviously, this game's kind of gotten away from them, but you got to try and milk up some momentum and some positivity to put this on film They go guard trap up the middle. Pucci for 2 yards there. Second down and 8. Oh, 50-50's getting announced, Craig.
Get your raffle tickets out.
Everybody's favorite part of the night, aside from the marching band.
If you have ticket number, gray ticket, 473-4909, 473-4909, please report to press box to claim your prize.
Cannon takes the snap. He's going to roll out to the right. He's got a guy. There's that wheel route again. And that's going to be hard to throw in double coverage there. As a Kendre Matthews as well as Rutledge in coverage. Rutledge has been good. He stayed at home after getting beat on that wheel route in the first quarter where Sussex Central could not convert, Craig. They have not gotten beat on that wheel route since.
No, and they've gone to the well on that probably 3 or 4 times, and it's just not there. It's just one of those cases where the quarterback has already made up his mind where he's going when that ball is snapped and committing to that throw. But it's really just been nothing there.
Third down and 8 for Sussex Central. Cannon takes the snap, going up the middle with Pucci. He's got a first down and more. Pucci around the 30, down to about the 23-yard line. Best run of the night there. First and 10, I don't see any penalty markers, so that's a good run. And Central puts together so far what has been their best drive of the night.
For sure, and that's probably the biggest chunk play that they've had over the course of the night. This is where they stalled in the first quarter on that pivotal 7-0 fourth down conversion that was not to be.
Yes. 50-50 has been claimed up here in the booth. I hear a lot of excitement on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I think we have a 50-50 winner on the other side of the wall. Congrats to whoever they are. Way to go.
There's a little wham action up the middle. It's Pucci. And he's going to pick up about 5 yards. Van Kerkhoven comes up with the tackle for Middletown. 2nd and 5 now. Second and 5. This is a good drive here from Central.
They're doing what they got to do. They're sticking to their game, and to your point, this is something they could put on film and be proud of.
Let's see if they can punch it in. Cannon to Pucci. It's a wham, and they tried it again. Can't quite do it. It picks up about maybe 1 on that one. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Graham on the tackle.
Definitely want to get some points on the board here. For no other reason, and just have a little bit of life, a little bit of pride.
3rd and 2. There's the sweep. Hard hit. Lower in the boom was Sturgis, but he ran just right into a wall, which was Malachi Stewart, junior linebacker. Did not break.
Oh, not a sophomore. Wow.
Yeah, only a junior. He's old man.
Wow. Borderline retirement age.
4th and about 1.75 yards. What do you think of that? Huh? And why not? Central's in this mode. They need to go for it.
Yeah.
They snap it up the middle, run into his own guy. That's a stop. Well done. Great work right there. And that, again, it was Malachi Stewart coming in there making the play. Abbott on the carry. Couldn't quite find the hole. Turnover on downs.
On the last 2 plays, Malachi Stewart was just a wall of humanity, and it was not, or was not, going to be denied on those 2 plays. And Sussex Central weren't going anywhere. Now Middletown will take over. Trying to run the clock on their home field.
4:32 to go in the third. Troyer out there with the first team offense. They got one more probably to go. And I believe there's a timeout here. They didn't like how they were set up.
Thank you goes out to Looters. Middletown Football is powered by Looters Pizza. They provide us with a first-class team meal and will happily do the same for you and your family. Stop by before or after game for a delicious hot meal. Thank you, Looters.
Now that announcement made me hungry.
I'll tell you what, I'm on this intermittent fasting, Craig.
Ah.
I don't eat until noon. I cut myself off at 8, and it's tough.
I've done that.
It's tough. It's working, but it's tough.
I actually did it for so long that it became like my actual normal eating habits. And then my doctor yelled at me.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, he said, you have to eat something in the morning. Jumpstart your metabolism.
Oh, yeah.
But who knows?
The problem is, I think the key is consistency. So I'm not hungry in the morning. So this ends up working out for me. I just got to stay consistent with it.
Well, that's why I did it, because I can't eat in the morning anyway.
Yeah. So here we go, Troyer.
There's your
throw.
diet advice for the day.
They go to Walker. He makes a couple men miss. First down. Malachi Walker, he's been good. I'll tell you what, these 2 running backs are unbelievable here at Middletown.
Yeah, it's that 1-2 punch, that thunder lightning that you always want in your backfield.
Hope everybody's okay over there.
Looks like
Yeah, I think somebody just.
I think either a spectator,
cheerleader, or a manager. Hope they are okay.
Wow.
Or maybe it's a coach, maybe someone on the staff. I think they're going to stop play. Yeah, they're going to stop play just so that the material doesn't, or the players don't, play doesn't go over there and potentially injure the people now coming to the aid. So we'll take a commercial break. 4:23 to go here. Hold on. Looks like they're going to bring the teams back. Can we still consider it a summer breeze that makes me feel fine?
Until September 21st.
Thanks. There we go, baby.
Yes.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine.
Yes. Then you have your autumnal equinox.
Oh, this is amazing terminology. Here we go. Glover on the run. Or I'm sorry, that's Walker. And not much doing there. Tackle made by Perez and Rodriguez.
Yes, and then next is the winter solstice on December 21st.
We love the solstice around here.
There you go.
14-9, St. George's has taken the lead over St. Mark's.
Oh.
As we enter the fourth quarter of play, Coach John Wilson looking to get revenge on his former employer. This one up the middle. And it's going to be about a 5-yard gain right there by DeShield. That, of course, is thanks to our own Mike Lang on Twitter, and we'll give shout out to Kevin Phillips here too. It's 19-7 Appo on top of Odessa at halftime. Economy 90 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. Greg Nielsen, the quarterback, 5 of 7 for 121 yards and a touchdown, which was to Noah Hoff, who has 5 catches, 115 yards receiving at halftime. DMA up 21-6 over Delmar. Here we go. DeShiel on the carry. He's going to fight forward, and it's going to be close. That's some good running right there from DeShiel. DeShiel, the senior halfback. A little change of pace back.
Middletown not taking their foot off the gas yet.
Troyer with DeShiel behind him in the pistol. He'll take a drop back, goes across the middle. He's got a man. It's dropped and nearly intercepted. Put it on the front hand of Cameron Oliveira. And he was unable to hold on to it, and it was nearly intercepted by Jace Peden.
We had a lot of close calls on that play. We had a near catch, a near interception, and a near collision.
And there's been a fair share of those, too.
There has been. If nothing else, this game has certainly been hard-hitting and physical.
2nd and 10, and look at this. Troyer's coming off the field. And onto the field comes the sophomore quarterback. Who would have thought? Darian Cunningham.
Had a touchdown last week.
He's going to run this one. Holds it off of the read option, and he'll pick up about 3-4 yards there. Looks like cramping here for Makai Walker. I'm going to try and get him off the field. He's going to have to go down. Yeah, he's in some pain. He is in some pain. Troyer comes back onto the field, but
yeah,
I mean, again, the luxury of this, you could bring Cunningham in now, change of pace guy, quarterback.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right that this is a cramp.
It's that cat, that
he's trying
wretched
to get
craft,
that
calf.
ball.
Yeah,
that ball you get in the calf. It's it's the worst.
That calf Craig, or the calf cramp. I'm sorry.
Calf. Well, when you have to say calf cramp Craig in the sentence,
that'll get you.
That's impossible.
Of course, according to Marty Sheehan, obviously friend of the squad here, and does a great job with that Delaware High School football podcast with John Busby. He'd let us know. Conrad, 40-6 victory over McCain. So that's a final. That is a final.
Next Thursday night is the inaugural contest between the Odessa Ducks and your Middletown Catholic.
How about that? Next Thursday, Odessa's going to travel up here to take on Middletown.
Yikes.
What do you think about that one?
I love that Odessa's stepping up in the competition. They are certainly not going to back down. Young program, a lot of talent, great coach. I'm excited to see them play.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of an experience for them. This week they get the crosstown rival Appo. Next week they get the crosstown rival Middletown.
The same week that we have University of Delaware and Penn State.
That's this weekend.
Yeah.
That's this weekend.
Yeah. They've pulled the line.
It was 42 last
Yeah, it was too large, and they pulled it.
It's going to be tough. I mean, Delaware, I just saw, was ranked, I think, 19th down in the FCS.
Yeah.
And Penn State, I mean, they're a top 10 FBS school. Yeah, they're 7 right now, and they could be. This could be the best Penn State team we've seen out there in a while.
In a long time.
Honestly.
In a long time.
They're
Valley's
legit.
going to be happy this year.
You got 3 Big Tens in there in the top 5, top 7.
And Walker definitely feeling it on that cramp.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those ones that you get. It almost cripples your leg for
the worst
for more than just a few minutes because it just spasms those muscles.
Remember those years playing AAU basketball tournaments and then coming home at night, cramping the hamstring and the quad at the same time.
Ooh,
worst experience of my life. Troyer, empty backfield, drops back, blitz. He takes a big hit, and that's intercepted.
That's picked.
Let's see. Did they call it? Did they say it hit the turf? No. Intercepted. What a job coming up, making a diving catch is Jaheim Curtis. Troyer hit as he throws, left it a little bit high, and Curtis comes away with the big-time turnover.
You're exactly right. He was feeling the pressure. He got hit as he threw. It sailed just a little bit, and Central was able to keep that ball off the turf. It was real close, but he got the hands under it. Very nice interception. Great play.
And he's getting well-deserved daps over there on the sideline.
As
well-deserved. Well-deserved. All right, so Sussex Central again fights to live, then hold off that running clock.
The clock shall not run yet.
10 guys on the field. Here's the pass play. Cannon going deep. He's got a man. And it's complete. Inside the 10. 5. Touchdown. That's going to be a 58-yard touchdown pass to Isaiah Rowe. And he's cramping. But the Golden Knights are on the board, Craig. What a shot.
No flags on the field, and that's the play they've been trying all night. They finally hit it. Rowe finally gets that ball that has been eluding him, that he could just scoot all the way into the end zone. Although now I'm, again, more
He's in pain.
concerned about his health. But it's so humid out here tonight. I mean, it's hot up here in this booth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so easy to cramp on a humid night like this. You got to make sure that you got your fluids, your Gatorade, your electrolytes, your water, all the above, or you will have issues like this. And after a long run like that, the muscles can kind of rebel on you.
Yeah, they can. Yes, they can. But how about that? They go to the waggle. They finally get it. It's a beautifully thrown ball.
No doubt about that one. That one was perfectly thrown.
And that gets the Golden Knights on the board. There will be no shutout here tonight.
The clock lives to tick another day.
Extra point will be attempted here by, I believe, Rodney Escobar. He's lining this one up. Escobar's extra point is up and good, and we got ourselves a 34-7 ball game here.
It is not over yet.
With 1:36 to go. Craig, they finally got one. They finally got one on the board. They had a couple of opportunities here, a couple breakdowns in coverage. They finally took advantage of it there.
Yep, they've been gone to the well, and you said it earlier, there has been some opportunities in Middletown secondary to exploit. They finally exploited an opportunity there, all the way to the house for 7 points.
16-13. Sussex Tech on top of Delcastle, start of the fourth. Thanks, Benny Mitchell.
There you go. Ravens got the lead there.
Delmar scores a two-point conversion. It's 21-14 DMA on top, 5:16 to go in that game.
Wow.
Fighting Phillies now trail 3-2 over the Marlins, top of the seventh. They were leading 2-0 for the majority of that game.
That sounds like an Aaron Nola inning.
It was Christopher Sanchez and then
Sanchez
Matt
night.
Strom.
Yeah, it was a...
Phil scored 2 in the first 3 innings and have not been able to tack on. Stop if you've heard that before.
I was going to say, that's been the problem all year. They have that early inning, whether it's a early Schwarbaum and then they just kind of get stagnant.
Blake Stillman on to do the kickoff.
Lefty.
He squibs it. Oh, what a job fielding that on the ground.
That was
And oh, look at this. He's got the sideline.
Now they're going to call. That's a
And
flag.
he gets out of bounds.
Flag.
Darius Pope on the return, sophomore. And they're gonna get, it was Darius Jones, the senior, on the crackback.
Yeah, another blind side. That one was real close, but if it's aggressive and has some ferocity to it, they're going to call it. Colorful praise being heaped upon the referees.
Always is.
Yes.
It's the hardest job in Delaware, man. I'm telling you, being an official, not easy.
I give a lot of credit to all the officials in the state of Delaware in all sports. I certainly could not do it, so a lot of respect to those guys.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
Yes. No love at all.
The 15-yard penalty will just move the Cavs back here to the 27. Troyer, ready to go. And this is Avion Matthews. Makes a man miss, gets to the sideline, bounces off a tackler. He's going to get brought down, though, at about the 35-yard line. Second down and 1. They're going to give him the 36, 37. That's where they're going to get him.
Score here might ice this one, although Troyer's back in the game.
Troyer going deep, a little bit high, looking for Garrett. BJ couldn't quite get up to get that one. Troyer was very accurate early in this game. Last couple of drives, he's been missing a little bit high.
Took the words right out of my mouth. They just, I don't know, they haven't seemed to have the timing the last few drives. The balls have been a little high. I'm not sure if it's something different the defense is doing, or if it's just fatigue on a hot night. But that passing hasn't been as crisp the last 2-3 drives.
Troyer takes the snap, drops back, he's going to take a hit, gets it off to Davis. Davis makes one man miss. He's dragging a defender across midfield for a first down. Ronell Davis. And let's see what this penalty marker is. There's one back by where Troyer got hit. Holding, maybe roughing the passer.
Yeah,
let's see.
Couple options there. I feel like Middletown's walking backwards.
Yeah. Hold.
It is a hold. It's a shame. It was a well-executed play. He got it out to his man in space and just let him do all the work. But this one's coming back.
It's going to bring up a second down and 20, 25, depending on the spot. Second down and 20 for Middletown. Troyer in the gun. Take the snap. Drop back the pass. He's going to look for it all. He's got Garrett. Little too strong. Let him a little too much.
Ooh. Ooh, that was close.
But he had Garrett. Garrett was behind the defense.
What a ball by Troyer there. I tell you what, when you overthrow somebody as fast as Garrett, you put some heat and air on that thing.
He probably threw that from about the 20-yard line, and that probably landed at about that. That was probably
about 60 yards
60
in the air.
yards in the air, yeah.
Yeah, that was about 20 to 20.
Troyer. Oh, blitz coming. He's not gonna get by that. And there's more Burdell coming up with a big sack for Central. And that'll end the third quarter. Both teams put some points on the board. 34-7. Middletown on top after 3. We'll be back after these messages.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
That your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
And we're back. Fourth quarter action. And on to punt for Middletown will be Matt Kolbjornsen. And that's blocked. And that ball will roll. It's a Middletown roll, but the block will set up a short field here for Central at the 34. Getting in there and blocking it was Jawan Sturgis.
That was a very advantageous bounce for Middletown, as that could have been back at the 10, 15-yard line. But it kind of had eyes of its own, made its way another 20 yards down the field. That's a lucky break.
Lucky break is correct. And now, again, a little bit of momentum can be seized here by Cannon. Obviously, there's a lot of time left, 11:50, a quick score. Could maybe get the juices flowing again on that Sussex Central sideline.
Absolutely. You put ball in the end zone quickly here, anything can happen.
We're going to go up the middle with Pucci, and he's going to get first down yardage there on the first down run. Broke right through that defense.
Great run to start. You're going to want to try to quick strike here, but you also don't want to get away from your game.
And the Golden Knights looking to take advantage of the short field like Middletown had done earlier in the game. They give this one to Sturgis on the sweep. He breaks through, runs through tacklers, and he gets the first down on the sec. So 2 consecutive first down runs for Sussex Central.
And that was doubly impressive because it looked like he probably only had 2-3 yards out of that, and he really made a great effort.
He might be a little bit short. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit short. There's another cramp.
Another cramp.
It's humid out there, folks.
It is. It's
humid up here. I can only imagine what it's like on the field with that turf.
Brutally humid night. I'm looking forward to the crisp October. Favorite time of year.
2nd and 1 for Central. Only a minute into the 4th quarter here. Give this one up the middle. Nothing there at all. That was Powell coming up and making a tackle on Pucci.
Great play by Middletown's defense there. Powell gets penetration right away. Stuffs Pucci.
Did stuff him. Now it's 3rd down and 2.
This is a good test for Middletown's defense. Good red zone, short yardage test.
See what they can do. Under 10 minutes to go here in the 4th. Cannon takes the snap, goes to Pucci. He bounces it out, and he's gonna be a little bit short.
That's close.
This may be a measurement time here, Craig.
Oh, the old Jason Winchell pizza measurement.
I believe this or is it a timeout? It looks like I think it's a measurement.
Wow. Week 1, and we get a measurement.
Yep, I think it's a measurement.
Oh, my stars and stripes.
By the grace of God. No, it's not. I think it's a timeout. I think it's a timeout by Sussex Central.
Oh man,
you know what? I'm sure there's somebody in the comment section right now like, pay attention to the game.
I know.
How do you not see it?
Be like, hey, let's put them up in a booth and see if they can see everything.
From here.
Yeah.
9:36 to go here in the 4th. Big time play here for Central. They've had a couple of opportunities like this and haven't been able to convert most nights.
Another 4th down. Another pivotal 4th down.
Cannon. Take the snap. Pucci up the middle. I think he's got it.
Yeah, I believe he had enough yardage.
Middletown doesn't think that he does, but let's see where the spot is.
Yeah, I think the forward progress should give him the first. Depends on the spot.
Are they marking this ball down at?
Oh, we're measuring.
Oh, are we going to get a measurement 1 play late?
First down.
Nope.
No measurement, baby.
They don't like pizza.
That's right. First down. Central trying to end on a high note here.
They are at this point. The clock is as much of the enemy as the Middletown Cavaliers are.
2nd quarter is where this game kind of got away from them. Other than there's a timeout again. Central needs to take one to talk it over.
Yeah, that's not a timeout you want to burn at that point in the game.
9:05 to go. 34-7. Central marching here.
This is the 2nd time I'm going to be referencing Andy Reid tonight, but that is an Andy Reid timeout right there.
William Penn gets a victory, 21-7. Lightning forced this game to be called prematurely.
Not surprising.
St. George's up 20-9 over St. Mark's. 3:38 to go. 26-yard touchdown by Cameron Montgomery. That name is familiar. His father actually trained me going into my senior year of high school.
Really?
Brandon Montgomery. Yes, that's speed strength training.
Very nice.
That's his son. Yeah, Brandon. It's a nice looking run there from Can. Hard nose run. Sussex Tech up 29-19 over Del Castle in the 4th.
All right, Ravens.
And so far, that's what I've got. Sally's gets a 36-0 win over Bonner Prendy.
It's quite a school name.
Back going deep,
That
and did he come down with it?
That one's picked.
Intercepted. It'll be a touchback.
Yeah,
Dorian Rutledge on the pick.
That's just another one of those cases where he had made up his mind when the ball was snapped. He wasn't reading the coverage. He just knew he's throwing back pylon, and he hoped it worked out. But that's just sometimes not a smart way to play the game.
So another opportunity missed there for Central, giving that ball back to Middletown. 34-7, under 9 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was a golden opportunity to make something of this game, make it a little respectable, maybe have a little bit of life. But now Middletown's got this one firmly in hand. Surprised Troyer's coming out.
They need one more score.
Yes, they do.
That's the mindset. Give this one in motion, and not much there, but staying in bounds smartly was Jacoby Rogers.
Heads up play.
Picks up about 4, 3 or 4 on that play. Troyer 2 backs to his side. As that'll be a minimal gain there for Tucker DeShiel. 3rd down and long. Next week we should have some good ones, folks. Thursday night, Dover at Appoquinimink. That should be fun.
That's
Friday,
and
then Friday night doubleheader. Caesar Rodney at Laurel, Indian River at St. Elizabeth.
That could be a real good one right there. I'm actually not sure which of those games I like best.
Troyer back, goes across the middle. Davis high points it and catches it. Wow.
That's a 50-50 ball. Davis just wanted it more. He said, that one is mine. Pulls it down, protects the ball, goes to the turf.
And I'll tell you what, man, that young man, playmaker.
Absolutely.
Troyer. Oh, blown play, but look at this. Turns into an option run. And I'll tell you what, that's not a bad play. Glover picks up about 7.
That's one of those fight or flight situations when you're a quarterback where you have the oh no, but it's what you do with it afterwards. And he kept his head on his shoulders, looked around, had his man on the pitch. They got about 7 or 8 yards out of that. So that's something out of nothing.
That is 2nd down and short after the Glover run. Middletown getting themselves set. No particular hurry for this offense. Well in control here. Troyer back, avoids a sack, is looking. He's going to launch it deep. He gets crushed across the ribs. And I think did they say he stepped out?
Yeah, everyone kind of stopped moving.
Everyone seems to be okay. I mean, that was close. Here's a score update. So start of the 4th quarter, it was 16-13 Tech over Delcastle. Somehow Tech goes up 29-13 at some point in the 4th. We're now 5:12 left in the 4th quarter. It's 29-25 Sussex Tech.
Wow.
Bunch of scoring going on over there in the 4th quarter.
Turned into a little bit of a old Delaware shootout.
It has. Third down and 2. Troyer takes the snap. That's Avion Matthews. Breaks a tackle. Looks to get upfield. He does. He's got the first down and more. Avion breaks across the 45. Shakes defenders off. He steps out at the 35-yard line.
A little extra push there.
And there's going to be a late hit. They're going to call it a late hit there. Looks like they're going to discuss this one as the officials on what the next steps are.
Some pretty impatient fans. But
yeah,
hey.
I mean, I think this is I think it's an unsportsmanlike late hit, but who knows? Let's see.
Well, the guy on the sideline pushed the kid, the Sussex Central guy.
Crowd's getting antsy. Is the 9:30? It's approaching the 10 o'clock hour. We still got 6 minutes to play. Personal foul, Sussex Central. 15-yard penalty. And then a dead ball on sportsmanlike against Middletown. So they're going to offset. They're going to offset. We'll see what this happens here, Craig. I mean, I'm not quite sure what will be occurring here. It looks like they're going to move the ball up. And then what are they going to move the ball back again, or? And they're going to set the chain, so it's going to be a. Now they're going to move it back. So they made them move the chains. And now they're going to make them move the yard marker back. The chains should sit. They should stay. No, they're not. All right. This is interesting. 39-30. Perkiomen on top of Smyrna right now.
Yep, I was just looking
Fourth
for
quarter
that score.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 30 after that. Middletown. They go up the middle. This is Walker. Grounds his way down to about the 23. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Middletown ready to go. No huddle. Troyer.
Even the young kids getting involved in
the banter.
The banter. Cracking me up.
Troyer takes the snap. Looks back. He's going to take a shot here. He's going deep. He's overshooting Garrett. He had him. Took a little too long maybe delivering that one.
I think Garrett actually just dropped that. I think it went through his hands.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
There we go, Greg. A little wind. Savor it.
3rd down and 4. Troyer in the gun. Walker behind him in the pistol. They gave it to Walker, and he's going to have 1st down yardage. He breaks the 20. It'll be 1st down and 10 Middletown. So we're under 5 minutes to play.
It's a classic ride and decide play when you see that defensive end breaking down from the outside. It's an easy read. Give to the running back. First down.
Ride, then decide, baby.
In that case, perfect decision.
A little confusion in the secondary here. And penalty. Not quite sure what happened. Maybe the center infraction. It'll be 5 yards. 1st and 15. Troyer in the gun, 4:31 to go. 34-7. Middletown looking to tack on here. Trips to the far side, single receiver to the near. Troyer's looking over there, finds Priestley. Catches it, makes a man miss. He's at the 15, breaks a tackle at the 10, and he's dragged down at the 5. Great work getting out there and making a play was Jaden Knock, but not after a first down for Middletown, 1st and goal.
Yeah, right when he caught that, put his foot in the ground, made a defender miss, got an extra 10 yards. He's definitely an elusive talent.
I think elusive talent is the absolutely the correct way to describe that, Craig. I think that's spot on. Building that Wes Welker, Julian Edelman
That's definitely
mold.
That's definitely the mold that he's in. That reliable underneath receiver that can also go deep.
Bring Glover up. He's going to be next to Troyer. He'll take the snap. Across the middle, and there's Priestley. Touchdown, Middletown.
Right on cue. Let's see what the lights are going to do this time.
And they're going to flicker for Matt Priestley. Inside slant, puts it right on the money, catches it in traffic. And they're going to kick the extra point here.
Man, he would definitely be a first-round fantasy draft pick in high school Delaware football.
That's the truth, man. PPR?
Oh, yeah. He's that Cooper Cup pick.
Yeah, unfortunately, Cooper Cup's hurt right now.
Yeah.
41-7, Cavs on top. And they've been impressive. They've been impressive here, Craig. And obviously, Smyrna's going to have something to say about things. And you never know what kind of team can develop outside, whether it be Salesianum or, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's, St. George's.
Fighting Bridges.
They, right now, though, and historically it has been a two-team race here between Middletown and Smyrna recently. Dover's another one to really keep an eye on under head coach Chip Knapp. But
there's always someone else who pops up. There's always someone else who pops up that is unexpected. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be real tough to beat this Middletown team. You're going to need to put together a full performance.
Ham on to kick this one away. And he pops this one up. I believe this is, and nowhere really going there for number 31. I'm not sure who that is. We don't have him listed on the roster. But Central coming out here. 3:16 to go. It was a tough one for them tonight. Couple turnovers. And, they had a couple of nice drives put together, but this Middletown defense really, really stepped up when their backs were pinned against the wall and didn't allow, aside from that touchdown pass, didn't allow anything here from the Sussex Central offense today.
Yeah, they were very bend, don't break. There's a few times where they let Central go down the field, get into the red zone even a couple times, but they did not break other than the one touchdown, which was a long play. So, I mean, really, you got to give them all the credit in the world. They've done everything they're supposed to do. Very good performance by the Cavalier defense tonight.
Couple other finals. DMA 28, Delmar 14. That's a victory for the Seahawks on the road. Apo is up 26-7 over the Odessa Ducks. As now we've gotten some youngsters in the game here for the Golden Knights. Sturge is still in the game. He was on that carry. Some changes out there. Central going to be content trying to run this clock out. They got to get a couple first downs in order to do it. And there's a few right there. It'll bring up third down and manageable. I'm sorry, third down and 10. Looked like he got a little bit further than that.
It did, actually. It's, you know, it's always strange up in the booth. The angles can be misleading.
Sussex Tech up 36-25. Zion Roach, 50-yard touchdown. Thanks, Benny Mitchell.
Wow.
2:16 left in that game.
That is quite a game they're having.
Rolling out, looking to throw. Oh, that's a good one. That's a dime, incomplete. And there's going to be a little pass interference right there.
Really?
15 yards and a first down.
Wow. To your point, that was a very good throw.
And I get Zamir Miller on that one. Craig, if I offered you $100, could you tell me what grade that you think Zamir Miller's in?
I have a 1 in 4 chance.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna go with probably 10th grade.
And you know what? You'd be tonight's 50-50 winner.
I was really nervous.
All right, we're at 1:35 to go in this one. Middletown's going to move to 2-0. Sussex Central will move to 1-1. Middletown will take on Odessa next Thursday night. As this run will net a few yards. As for Sussex Central next week, they will be at home as DMA will come down to take them on. As some weather is set to move in here soon, and there's a timeout with 1:07 to go.
The inaugural game between the Odessa Ducks and your Middletown Cavaliers will be right here Thursday night.
Middletown Odessa on Thursday.
I, for one, am missing the Eagles.
They're saying no. They're saying no. Let's go.
The officials, obviously, again, the weather's coming. Weather's coming. And they want to get this over with. Impressive night here tonight for Middletown and their home opener.
Absolutely. That's the word for it. Impressive all around. All 3 phases.
As That's a nice tackle right there by number 5, Chase Foxworth. Another sophomore. Folks, again, with the weather coming in and the equipment here, we will be wrapping this one up right at the conclusion of this one. So no post game here tonight due to the extreme potential weather that is going to be hitting the Middletown area within the next 10 minutes or so. One more play should do it. Middletown victorious here in their home opener. And we're going to get a pass. Deep and incomplete. Penalty marker. It's not the last play, I guess.
Because with 5 seconds, why not throw a penalty flag? Let's take as long as possible to announce it, too.
Thanks, folks, for checking in with us here tonight. And what has been a fun week one. It feels good to have football back, doesn't it, Craig?
Oh, absolutely. I'm just so excited. Watching the NFL game last night just got me psyched for this. And it's going to be a great season of football here in Delaware.
Big slate of football tomorrow. Texas, Alabama highlighting. You got Penn State, Delaware, obviously a little bit of local flair. There's some other games I think that are going on as well that are big. Should be fun. And then, like you said, Sunday, the birds fly high. Sorry for those folks that are not Eagles fans that are watching. You're entitled to your wrong opinion. No, we're joking. We're joking. That's incomplete, and that will do it. Middletown 2-0. Sussex Central 1-1. We'll see you Wednesday for Delaware Live Sports Weekly. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll